यो यो यां यां तनुं भक्तः श्रद्धयार्चितुमिच्छति तस्य तस्याचलां श्रद्धां तामेव विदधाम्यहम्. So, whatsoever form any devotee desires to worship with faith, that same faith of his I make firm and unflinching. Oh my God, this is very tough now. I have faith in something or somebody. That will become unflinching faith by the blessings of God, Bhagavan says. Whether it is worth having faith in it or him or her or not. So whose responsibility it is? First to check upon as to where we are putting our faith into is our responsibility. That responsibility, Bhagavan says, I don't take. I just bless each individual with that kind of faith. Even if I have faith in my own self, this is the lower self, my ego. I have a lot of faith in my activity, my strength, my power, my determination, my focus. I can be having complete faith in. So therefore I don't need anybody's help. Therefore I don't listen to anybody. Therefore I don't believe in somebody higher, greater. Bhagavan says, I bless you with that. So my faith will become increase, will become intense day by day in that itself. If suppose I have faith in what I earn, my wealth, this is what I can do in life and I don't require anybody else. I have sufficient wealth for whole of my lifetime and for 3 more generations to come. Bhagavan will say, okay, so be it. I will put unflinching faith in your heart for that. Now I can have faith in any form. Bhagavan says, yo yo yam yam tanum bhaktah shraddhayarchitumicchati. In whatever form I would like to, with faith, worship. This is my kind of worship. So I would like to worship Mahakali. Okay, so be it. I would like to worship my work. Work is worship for me. Okay, so be it. My father is the focal point for me while worshipping. Fine, so be it. It can be. Bhagavan says, I'll fix your faith in that. Further. So the devotee has to check upon himself first. Suppose I have predominance of tamas in my subtle body, that is, my mind, intellect, equipment is full of tamas. So my faith, I can't challenge, nobody can challenge my faith, but the kind of faith I will have the color of tamas, inertia, delusion, misunderstanding, misinterpretation. So will that lead me to the divinity by any chance? Not really. Because it will take me towards inertia, inert matter. It cannot take me to the consciousness. Because the very beginning is having a fault. Do we mean to say that people like Ravana, Kumbhakarna, people like Duryodhana, Kansa, they didn't have faith? They of course had faith. Bhagavan always says that every being has faith. But it all depends on what kind of faith do I have. It will lead me in that direction. Now suppose I am worshipper of Sri Ganesh. My faith is in Sri Ganesha having a particular form. I don't know much about Sri Ganesh, but I love that form and I have faith in that form. So to what extent will I be able to progress or evolve is only to the extent of the form of Sri Ganesha. Why? Because my faith will become more and more intense day by day by the blessings of God. At what level? At the level of form only. So I become an idol worshipper without understanding the philosophy behind the idol. So can it really take me to the in-depth philosophy which is behind this idol? So my idol worship will make me an idler who in the morning who goes to the temple, does the puja and comes back without having any kind of ideology in life, which is represented by Sri Ganesh, without having any idea of the philosophy behind Sri Ganesh. What is the concept? I won't know. And moreover, I will be stuck at the physical level only. Then where is the question of evolution? So, I can start with an idol worship at the physical level, all right. But my query should always take me to the higher levels or the subtler levels of understanding. There is nothing wrong if I begin my upasana or worship at the gross physical level. But that should not be the end. This is the means and not the end, must ever be remembered. Must always be remembered. All the idols that we worship are the means to take us to the ultimate reality, the divine, supreme, all-pervasive, formless self. So let us not misunderstand the means to be the goal. So even while worshipping an idol, what I'll have to remember? That my faith is at present accepting the form only for the purpose of taking me to the formless. Then why this worship of form was important for me? Because I am at present at the gross level. I need food, I need air, I need to survive. I am working in the material world of matter. So this is my requirement. I have some desires to be fulfilled. The desires are motivating me towards the field of activity connected with the world only, the objective world. But the goal must not be forgotten at any point of time. Otherwise, Bhagavan says that my faith will be blessed by him at that level in the same way. Here, the devotee has to become very responsible for oneself. So, if I belong to any religion, whatever religious or spiritual practices are promoted by the saints and sages of that religion can be practiced by me, should be practiced by me, but with the ultimate goal always in the vision. If I forget that ultimate goal, if that is not in my vision, then I get conditioned by the practices. So do we practice or do we celebrate the festivities of Navratri with the ultimate goal in mind, or do we get stuck at the physical level of activities and performances of puja, etc.? When it comes to practicality, again we forget about what we have learned. We come back to the same old way of going to do the worship, etc. Do we always remember that what we have learned from the Bhagavad Gita? What Bhagavan told me just now, will I be able to remember at the time of Deepavali? That's just around the corner. That will be my testing field. Did I listen properly to what Bhagavan said? At the time of performing Deepavali Puja, what do you do on Deepavali? You worship Sri Ganesha and Mahalakshmi. Do you remember Sri Rama and Sita Mata? Because of whom we actually celebrate this Deepavali? First of all, we don't remember them. Secondly, while we are worshipping Sri Ganesha and Mahalakshmi, also it becomes just a ritual. Even if I have been reading the Bhagavad Gita for a long time, when actually I am worshipping, again I am at the growth level. That must not happen. I must remember, these are the means. They are the representative of formless. The forms are for my convenience. The form is representing the formless reality to whom I am offering my worship. There should be a greater joy for any person who is reading the philosophy on such occasions to worship. Why? Because practically one is putting oneself in connection with the divine, formless, all-pervasive reality on an auspicious day. Instead, either we worship without remembering the philosophy, or because of being too philosophical, we don't want to worship. So we don't worship. So it's not going to work. There has to be amalgamation of both ritual and philosophy for self-transformation and evolution. One without the second will be lopsided progress. So it won't be a progress at all. And then the faith keeps growing. If my faith keeps growing because of the blessings of God, but I'm a worldly man, then how will I fulfill my desire?